All right, here we are laid back in our chair ready for another episode of Soapbox Sunday. Got about 1,400 people watching these regularly, and while it's not my full subscriber list of I think about 11,000 now, hey, anything over 1,000 I'd make a video for any day of the week. That's a lot of people, so I just want to say thanks. Up first, one thing you might find interesting about me, I love t-shirts of kind of random variety type stuff. I know they have no value, but I kind of collect them. And let's see if you guys can guess what this t-shirt's from without any help from your friend Google. I just picked this one up the other day and I thought I would sport it today. Any rate, let's dive in. It is time to give this thing away. We said we would 2 weeks out, and here it is 2 weeks out. So let's. Hey, real quick before we dive into that, one thing I've been doing new is I did it in the bucking transformer video, and I'm going to try it here today. I'm kind of staying off to the side of the camera, and then I'm putting the content over here beside of me. I think it works a little better, but I'm not sure if the content is too small or not for you guys to see. The other way I was doing it, the content was full screen, and I was just trying to superimpose a small picture of myself on there. And hey, if you don't even want to see me, tell me that too. I don't care. I can just show you the content. Then I wouldn't even have to get dressed. Anyway, 2 weeks ago, we said we were going on this video. We said we were going to give away some Deoxit here, a little kit I had. And I told you to comment down below. Well, I've had 87 videos here, and I kind of got them sorted by, I guess, top comments. It doesn't really matter which way I sort them, as long as once I run the random number generator, I go down. So let's flip over to the random number generator. We're going to put in here at the top 1, and we'll put in 87 here. You guys can watch. I'm going to click generate and watch it be like 85, and I got to count through all these. It's true, it's 82. All right, here we go. We're going to count down through these. I'm not going to do it live. I'll just scroll down and count them and then come right back. Actually, it's simpler than I thought. I'm just going to go to the bottom here. 87, 86, 85, 84, 83, 82. Mr. Joe Filsher, I think it is, Filsher. You have won the keg thing. I will send you a message here below your comment and tell you to reach out to me at my email, and ship you this thing for free. Thanks for being a loyal watcher and commenting below. Everybody on here, thanks for that. And we'll take it from there. All right, up next, speaking of keg, check this out. Big old monster box here I got full of Deoxit D5. I won I came in third place in the 2018 keg Deoxit video contest, and I won $300 worth of their products. And I told them, I said, just send me a box full of Deoxit D5, however much $300 will get. And so that's what they sent me. And I'm going to probably keep a couple cans for my own use, but all the rest of it I'm going to give away to you guys. So stay tuned. I think my next video up will be part 5 in the KT88 single-ended amplifier build. And we will give some of this stuff away on it, and I'll save some for some future videos as well, just to say thank you to you guys. I think I will in my future drawings say that you must be a subscriber to actually win. But I think I told you in my last video, more people watch my videos that are not my subscribers than are my subscribers. So maybe I'll entice you to subscribe there, and in turn say thanks to everybody. So stay tuned for that. All right, up next, I thought I would show you guys why I do what I do and why I spend the hours and hours kind of doing a labor of love here. I got an email today from the guy that I restored the leak amps for. And I'm going to read it to you. He says, "Hi Mark, doing my first audition and the sound is excellent. Currently playing some Oscar Peterson with my Shure V15-3 through the Marantz 22.7 and leaks into JBL C34s. Very satisfying indeed. Thanks for your fine work and help along the way. This is what gets me here. I've had these amps for 45 years, and this is the first audition with the pair running. I guess holding on to stuff pays off every once in a while. Speaking of that, I've had an Altec 604B for about 30 years and actually found a match for it this week, playing the leaks into the C34 and then the new found Altecs. I do believe the Altecs sound a little better. Now the task will be building some matching cabinets for the Altex and perhaps moving the JBLs along in the future. Again, thanks for helping me enjoy these fine amps. All right, that is exactly why I do this stuff. It's about, I enjoy the hobby, I enjoy restoring stuff, but there's something in me that my entire life has been about music, and unfortunately I just cannot play music. So I found my niche in supporting the music hobby by keeping the wonderful gear that reproduces music alive, and this is just a great example of that. So hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope you got to watch the leak videos. They were a lot of fun, and these things sounded amazing, to be honest. All right, over the weekend, I kind of got called out by one of my viewers. It's for something I've really never thought about, but I've been, somebody gives you feedback. Feedback's always a gift, and you need to grind on it a little bit. And so basically what they called me out for was not putting a lot of links down below in my comments. Maybe I'll mention a piece of gear. A really good example of that might be, I mentioned this Quantasylum audio analyzer unit, but yet then I don't go down below in my video and kind of put a link to that. And the more I thought about it, they're absolutely right. I am a lazy son of a gun as it comes to putting things down below my videos as far as links go. I know a lot of guys put a lot of links down below, and if you dig into it, it's really because they've got some kind of affiliate program going on. Whereas, if you went and bought one of these pens from my link down below, say it's $1, well, I might get 2 cents for that or something like that. And so that's not why I don't have any affiliate programs, although I've thought about it a few times, but I don't have any currently. But I will try to do a better job if I mention a piece of gear to link it down below. If for some reason I bring up something cool and I don't link it down below, somebody shoot me an email or make a comment about it and remind me, and I'll come back and put a link to it. I just wanted to say, yes, I've been slack on that, and yes, you guys are probably right if you've been looking for more of it, and we'll try to do better. All right, 2 other things I'm going to call myself out on that I would like to improve, but I don't know if I can. It kind of is what it is, but that is my responses to emails and my responses to comments on YouTube videos. First and foremost, I want to tell you, if you send me an email, you have a much, much, much higher chance of getting a response to that than if you comment down below one of my YouTube videos. I only reply to about 1 in every 10 comments that gets made on my YouTube videos. And both of these are just a result of I don't have the time, to be honest. I work a full-time day job, upwards of 55, 60 hours a week. And I just do this as a hobby on nights and weekends. So some weeks I might get 2 hours for this hobby. Some weeks I might get 15 hours for this hobby. It just depends on how the weekend's going, whether I've got kids home or not, what my wife has planned, things of that nature. So coming back around, on average, I get anywhere from 10 to 30 emails a day. And these are very good emails. How do I find this? Hey, Mark, I saw this in one of your videos. I was thinking about doing that. Do you know anybody that works on this type of thing? Hey, I found this part. Could you tell me what it really is, type thing? I can't read the value on it. Great questions. And I do not want these statements to deter you from sending me emails. What I want to do is set expectations with you. I can't keep up with them on a daily basis. Sometimes it may take days, if not weeks, to respond to you. I just responded to 2 emails this morning that had been in my inbox for right at a month. And the reason being, the emails that came in were going to require some thought, and they were also going to require a fairly long, lengthy response. And so sometimes you may get an email back from me that just says, hey, I'll get back to you soon on this. Other times it may just take me 2 or 3 weeks to get back to you. Do not assume that I don't care or that I'm not going to get back to you. On the YouTube comments down below, Those may come and go. They're more transient for me. Some of them catch my eye, I respond to them. Others, I kind of looking for the community to respond to. I can't keep up with all those, so just a little warning there. Oh yeah, the other thing I see sometimes I get an email into my inbox and I'll see it at work because I get them on my phone, but I can't sit there in the middle of a meeting and respond to things. And then like 2, 3, 4 hours later, I'll get another email from that same person. Or maybe even, I'll get one evening and then I'll get one the next morning saying, hey, did you get my email? And I'm like, whoa, 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 slow down here. This is not a full-time business. I cannot respond to all emails within a matter of a few hours or even days sometimes. So just setting expectations with everybody out there. I hope you understand. Hey, speaking of my day job, I get some questions from time to time. Not a lot of them, but two things I get. I get sometimes some questions. Hey, Mark, what do you do for a living? What's your day job? And then the second thing I get is I get LinkedIn requests to my mw@blueglow.net email. All right. First and foremost, my professional LinkedIn is not tied to mw@blueglow.net, so I don't ever accept those responses. If you're interested in sending me a LinkedIn request from a professional standpoint, send me an email to mw@blueglow.net, and I will send you back the appropriate professional email that I use for LinkedIn. Second off, my day job, I am the Chief Information Security Officer for a nationwide hotel company here in Charlotte. And I've been there 2 years. Prior to that, I worked for, I think it's the 5th largest retailer in the nation, and some similar type roles. So it's a fun job. I work 74 miles from my house. So I go in the office Monday through Thursday, and I work remote on Fridays. And if anybody knows anything about Charlotte traffic, it's like a lot of the big cities. I leave my house here about 5:30 every morning so that I'm in the office by 7 o'clock. I try to cut out of there 4:30, get home at 6, but that doesn't happen every day, probably only 1 out of 3 days. A lot of days I get stuck there till 6:30, which puts me getting home at 8 o'clock at night or later, which means no hobby most evenings, nor catching up on emails most evenings. So it's a pretty grueling day job. You add the drive in, it clocks 55 to 60 hours a week. But I actually love my job and have a lot of fun with it. So I love the information security space, and it's just a whole lot of fun. So yeah, if you want to reach out to me professionally, shoot me a note. I'll give you my professional email, and you can catch up with me on LinkedIn. All right. If you're wondering why you haven't seen part 5 in the KT88 single-ended amplifier build, I have been working on it and making some progress. I'm just not there yet. But my wife decided a few weeks ago to distract me. For Thanksgiving, we're having, I think, 22 people at our house, quite a large gathering, and some of them are going to stay overnight. And I don't know, about a month ago, my wife had this idea of, hey, our daughter's moved out now. She's bought her own house. Let's remodel her bedroom into a guest room. So it's been consuming a lot of my weekends. Painted the walls, the ceilings, all the trim work, and then last weekend I laid down what they call, I think it's vinyl luxury vinyl planking, LVP, that's what it's called. Went that route because we've got some dogs, and a lot of the rest of the house is got some tile floor, and I just didn't want to do the carpet thing nor real wood. So anyway, you see some pictures here of what I've been doing. Not that you guys would care, but I will tell you that I'll tell you a little funny story. So I've got this guy that works for me, and he owns about 8 rental houses. And one day at work, I'm talking to him, and he's talking to me about, man, this luxury vinyl planking is the bomb. He's like, I've been ripping up carpet and putting this stuff down in my rental houses. He's like, it's low maintenance. People have dogs. It doesn't mess it up. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, man, if this guy can do it, I can do it. So what do? I rip up the carpet in this room, pull out 1,000 staples with a pair of pliers, and then I go to lay down this stuff. And I'm new at this, so it takes me the whole weekend, completely kicks my butt. I was so sore I couldn't even hardly walk for 4 days. I go into work, and this guy's like, man, what are you limping around for? I'm like, man, I'm sore. I did one of those floors like you told me. And I was like, how did you not come into work all beat up? And he's like, man, when I said I do that, he's like, you didn't think I did that. And I was like, well, yeah, I thought that's what you meant. He's like, no, I pay somebody to do that. So he's like, it's only $2 a square foot to get somebody to come in and do this stuff. I started doing the math real quick. I was like, oh my God, I'd have paid that in a second. So the next room I do, I'm paying somebody. Anyway, we had a lot of fun, and that's been consuming some time the last few weekends. And my wife's happy, so I can't lose. All right, and up next here, got a box in the mail this week. I get a lot of boxes every week. I buy a lot of stuff that sometimes never makes it out of the boxes. I bought a pair of amplifiers here recently. Opened the boxes and made sure they looked good, sealed them back up, wrote what they were, put them in storage. I just knew I wanted them for down the road one day. At any rate, check it out. A box inside of a box here. Let's open this one up too and see what we got here. And ta-da! Sure. There we go. All right. Check it out. This is the Quantasylum, what is it, QA450 8 ohm, 4 ohm programmable dummy load here. And it's designed to match up perfectly here with the little audio analyzer. So over the holidays, somewhere between now and the end of the year, I'm going to take off a couple days at Thanksgiving and an entire week at Christmas. A couple projects. This will be one of them I'm going to crank out. Another's going to be certainly to finish up the single-ended KT88, and then the third one is going to be the E-Tracer vacuum tube, computerized vacuum tube tester and curve tracer that I bought. So stay tuned. We got a lot coming between now and the end of the year. I think these are. I'm excited about this. I want to play around with it and see what that's what it really does, and how well it works out for testing out kind of vintage audio gear or new audio gear for that fact. So any rate, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll keep making them, and I'm jumping back to the single-ended KT88 amp right now. I'm going to try to get a couple hours cranking in on it today. So thanks for watching, everybody.